All right, Carson, man, first of all, congratulations. You'll be playing in the Senior Bowl following your senior season here at Alabama A&M. Let's get your thoughts and feelings about having this opportunity in the future.
I'm just blessed. I just want to thank God. Without God, I couldn't be anything. I wouldn't be anything. I'm just blessed through it all, and I'm just gracious for everybody around me. I'm gracious for my teammates, my coaches, my parents, my everything. It's just my family, everything. I'm just blessed through it all.
Jim Nagy making an appearance here today, but also a very special guest alongside with him. Everybody knows him as John Stallworth, Pro Football Hall of Famer from Alabama A&M. How did you feel when you heard your name, but then you see him right there present you the gift?
It's a blessing, and you try not to be starstruck, but there's no way you can't. I mean, that's a legend, and that's a legend around here. That's a legend everywhere. When he walks in rooms, he moves rooms. So it's kind of surreal, but you ready and you've been preparing for this. So
How does this moment encapsulate the journey that you've been on this whole time?
Man, I've been through a lot, and it kind of feels like the first stepping stone of what I've been working towards and everything, all the work I've been putting in. But I know there's still more to go. So while you do feel good, you still more that I got to get. Yes, sir.
How important is it for the rest of your team to see you set an example for them that you can stay here in HBCU and be able to get that type of recognition?
Yeah. A&M's slogan is "Start here, go anywhere," and that rings true. It always rings true. I've always been told that the elite, wherever you are, they'll find you, and I really feel that way. And I'm being an embodiment of that. So I just want to show my teammates that if you work hard, you put in the work, they'll find you, and you can have all your dreams here from right here.
Of course, right now you're the only HBCU player that has been selected early on. That's got to be a very special feeling to be one-on-one.
Yes, sir. It is a very special feeling, but I know we also got a lot of other guys that's also very deserving. There's a lot of great HBCU guys out there, so it would be great to see different players out there.
Also, with you getting that chance to go to the Senior Bowl, how do you feel about being one step closer to your ultimate dream of being an NFL player?
That's just something you always dream of, and that's something I've been working towards all my life. But I've always learned to be at where my feet at. So it's just another stepping stone. This is another thing I need to work towards, and this is another great thing I have. It's just another stepping stone. I just be at where my feet at and just keep my head down and keep working.
What has this coaching staff meant to you as far as your maturation and your progress?
They've been everything to me. When I came to them, I was just a ball of potential, and they molded that into what I am now. So without my coaches, I couldn't be at anything really. Coach Lawrence, Coach Mann, Coach Taylor, all my coaches, without them, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
When did you first hear that you would be getting this opportunity?
This morning. When I seen the boss walking out, because I've seen it on social media. I seen the boss. I said, okay, that kind of looks like that's John Stallworth. Okay, and I said, okay, this is Jim Nagy. I said, okay, so he might be right here, man. It's surreal, but it's a blessing. I just thank God through it all.
Let's talk about how special of a day it was for you to present Carson Vinson with his Senior Bowl packet.
Well, the Senior Bowl for me was my first opportunity to be exposed on a national stage, and I think it was sort of a coming out. It also was a realization for me that I was just not being watched by folks in Alabama, that there were folks around the country, scouts around the country, and particularly the scouts out of Mobile that wanted to see me play. And so that was special. It was a coming out. It was an opportunity for me to show my skills and to in front of particularly the coaches from Pittsburgh. That turned out to be the place that I would play for 14 years. So excited about the opportunity it presents for Carson now to do that same thing, to go down and show his wares on a national stage. So just excited to be a part of this announcement.
I know a lot has changed since you played in that Senior Bowl, but what do you remember about participating during that time?
There were a lot of folks who had a bigger name than I was that was playing down there. When you looked at who the reporters flocked to, they were the USCs and the Michigans and the Notre Dames, not to the Alabama A&Ms. But when it came down to talking to scouts, the scouts came to all of us, and particularly they came to me to talk a little bit about that. So it was it was an opportunity for me to grow a little bit in confidence that I could compete, and I was competing against guys who at larger schools who I thought, well, they're not any better than I am. So it turned out well.
encouraging is it for you to see another player from Alabama A&M make it to that Senior Bowl now?
Very much so. In these days of the portal and NIL money, small schools I think are getting the short end of the stick, and players, once they make a name for themselves, feel like they need to go to a larger school, a more noteworthy school, let me say. But Carson being here and this happening for him, I think shows all the players at Alabama A&M, and hopefully at schools around the country, players at schools around the country, that you can make it. You can make it to the NFL. You can make it to the next level, no matter where you are.
What do you think about Carson just in general? You had a chance to see him play here for a number of years.
Just a tremendous player. A lot of energy on the field. Has good size. They probably will beef him up a little bit, but I think he has the mentality, the intelligence, the natural ability to play at the next level.
Getting an invite to the Senior Bowl is a huge step. How much more important also is it that Carson at the Senior Bowl really shows out?
Well, it is important to show your wares, to show your athletic ability when you're there, to bring your A game while you're there. You're going to be competing against some more noteworthy players from larger schools, so he'll have an opportunity to show how he competes against them. So just not go down there with anything other than a mindset of being the best he could possibly be.
All right, thank you so much.